All right, guys, it's your boy Bob coming back to you again with another message of peace. I salute you as always in the name of peace. But before all, let's thank the Almighty for allowing us to be alive another day. Let's thank Him for peace. Let's thank Him for wealth. Let's thank Him for health. Let's thank Him for prosperity in our lives. But above all, let's thank Him for love. Amen. Guys, the reason of this video today, right, is to share my journey and see if anyone can relate to what I have gone through and if you can use it to better your own life. In the past, I was working in warehouses. I was making less than I should have been making now. My heart was not pleased with what I was making. But because I did not know better, I was just in that position I was in. Though I knew I can do more and I can be more than I was stuck there. Because it was so easy to wake up in the morning and go to work and get paid a little bit, $15, $18 an hour. You make $500 a week or a month. Come back home next to your wife and your children. And then the next day, you keep on doing the same thing. But deep within yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you know you can do more than this. So what happened, right? One day, I was just out in the parking lot of the warehouse I used to work at, right? I met with one of my friends, right? He was sitting in his car. I knocked, he opened the door. I got in. I saw him with a book. And then I asked him to let me see the book. And I saw the book. And I asked him, what is this about? He told me what is the book about. It was an IT book. I'm like, where did you buy this book? He told me he purchased the book from Amazon. So I went to Amazon and I purchased the book and I started studying the book. While studying the book, I called one of my friends one day. We were talking, and my friend asked me if I have heard about this guy that was teaching a project, teaching a lesson on IT, if I'm interested. And I asked him, what is the guy teaching? He told me what the guy was teaching. And when I told him that I'm already doing it, he's like, when did you start it? I had started almost about a month now, if I'm not mistaken. And then we decided to meet up every Friday, every Saturday, and Sunday night at my place and then study 2 hours or 3 hours. We started doing that. But at first, I was kind of reluctant because what we were studying was not easy. It was kind of hard. But we became persistent. We became persistent. And my friend also, he was tired of how much he was making, because he have heard that some of his friends were making more than he was making because they have changed their professions and they had increased their values. So I thought of myself, I'm like, if these people can do this, why can't I do this? So I decided, you know what? If I can increase my value, I can make more than this. Because in reality, right, any job that you do, you are paid for your value, not for what you do. So fast forward, we studied and started applying for jobs, and then we landed jobs that pay us more than we have ever imagined to ever make. If someone would have told me I could have been paid what I'm getting paid right now, I would not believe it. And then if someone told me that I would have been in companies doing interviews, I would not have believed. I had in my head, right, one company that I always wanted to work for was Google. I could not have believed I can ever work for Google. But I told myself every day that I will be going to work for Google, even if it's 1 week. I was persistent, studying always, applying every time. And I kept on doing interviews. I did about 4 interviews with Google. I was rejected. I went online and started doing research, and I saw some people did even 7 interviews, even some did more than 8 interviews. So I'm like, I should not complain. I only did about 4 interviews, therefore I'm good still. I kept on being persistent, applying again and again, until one day I landed a job at Google. I was surprised, honestly speaking. And at the same times, I had another interview, and I did another interview. So I had the job offers for 2 jobs, one in Google and one in another company. But the other company was paying me more than what Google is paying me right now. So I went to Google. I worked for 1 week and I left Google. And then I went back to the other company. And mind you, my word was that I am going to work for Google even if it is 1 week. And that exactly happened. I worked for Google only for a week and I left. Now I'm working at this company that I'm working at right now, and I keep on studying every day, applying for jobs, doing interviews, and honestly speaking, I'm not saying that I'm making much money than anyone, or making anything than anyone, or have anything than anyone, but the feeling that I have of myself, the confidence that I have of myself, is better than before, honestly speaking. Now, right now, I can tell myself that I'm proud of myself. And I'm not lying when I said it. Honestly, I am proud of myself. From where I came from to where I am right now, I am really proud of myself. And had it meet not my consistency and the discipline that I had, I would not have known what I know right now. And this is something that every single person can do it. Every person that knows where you are, you know within yourself that you can be better than this, and you are tired of making this amount of money, and that you want more in life. The only thing to have more in life is by becoming more. There is no other alternative than that. If you want more, you have to become more. There is no other alternative than that. So guys, I'm sharing this with you just to see if some people can relate. And I want to tell you this. Whatever you want in life, you can have it. I do believe it now. Before, I used to hear people saying it, I never believed it. But now I do believe whatever you want in life, you can have it. But the only way to have it is by going for it and being the person that you are going to be once you have it. One love, guys.